Welcome on in, everybody, to the Red Card Radio News Show. We hope to be the single repository, the single place you need to come for all of your news in and relating to the Premier League and associating competitions. And tonight, associating competitions that English teams are involved in is Europe. We're going to talk a lot about European competitions, Champions League, Europa League. We might mention the Conference League. Maybe. I don't remember which English team is in the Conference League, so if someone could look that up for me, that would be nice.
It's a fake league, and it's West Ham.
Is it West Ham? Okay, good. I wasn't sure. But before we get into all of that, if you're new here, if you just stumbled upon Red Card Radio, we would love it if you could hit us with a follow, a subscribe, hit that sub notification bell if you found us on YouTube. Leave us a comment. All those things really help us grow this podcast and reach new audience. And, if you share it with a friend who's also a soccer fan or a football fan, that would really help us out. Do you want me to flip it to you, Sean? Right? Is that right?
No, I just want to have a football podcast where we don't have to discuss VAR. I would like to just talk about football.
That is the inconvenience of today. Is that
that mildly inconvenient. That again, we have to discuss VAR because it's not being used as its intended purpose.
So that's
Please subscribe. Please like. Please review. Please comment.
5 stars.
I think all 5 stars, or I think Spotify. You can rate us too on Spotify. Give us 5 stars or whatever Spotify gives us too, so we can stop talking about the chicanery that is VAR.
Yeah, so VAR. This stems not only from the ridiculousness that happened at the weekend in the Premier League, but Will hit us up in the comments and he gave us kind of a high-level recap. So we're going to read that and then we're going to react to it kind of. So Will, this is the VAR recap. Arsenal foul, Odegaard on Eriksen. Very soft. Probably a foul, but when the ref is looking right at it and determines it's too soft, you shouldn't be overturning that with VAR unless the ref thought the Arsenal player got the ball. That's actually the only excuse I can conjure for overturning it. All right, the Mendy foul. So this is Chelsea West Ham now. Way too soft. Incidental contact with the left boot brushing his shoulder. If his right boot caught him in the ribs, you can give that as a foul. But no video angle shows that contact, so you can't give it to him. And in parentheses, and despite what Brad will surely say, that image from the sideline is inconclusive as well. The angle is terrible. All right, Newcastle. Absolute sham of a call. I don't know what the blowback has been in England regarding the decision, but there should be serious inquiries. So, of course, Will is referring to the shove by the Crystal Palace player into Joe Willock. Joe Willock goes into the goalie, and then the ball goes in, and Newcastle score a goal, but VAR overturned it, said there was a foul on Willock on the goalkeeper. And then this is also the reverse hug on Ramsdale from the Arsenal-Villa match should definitely have been given as a foul. Pretty ridiculous that VAR could so massively screw up so many calls in such a short period of time. And I will point out that Will is missing another one from the Arsenal-Villa match when Tyrone Mings decided to, as Sean put it, help Saka get a little bit closer to the goal.
Yes, he helps him. He helps him. The goal is back over his shoulder, and he helps him get closer to the goal.
Just gives him a little toss, a playful toss, as you would say, Sean.
Yes, playful tug of the hair. For what it's worth, by the way, the Crystal Palace Newcastle call, no call, bad call, whatever you want to call it, it does play in the betting money line.
Did it?
Yes, because Newcastle's spread was half a goal in favor. So if that goal had stood, it would have triggered Newcastle winning that bet.
Interesting. So
yes, so take that away you will. It doesn't affect the total. It doesn't. The money line is what it is. But it affects the spread.
You're back on the teams are sponsored by booking.
All
sites.
I'm saying is we get a random firing by all accounts that doesn't make any sense.
Followed
by a team sponsored by a betting website. Followed by this.
Sean's just saying follow the money.
As one of my favorite sports ESPN radio analysts said before they were unceremoniously kicked off the ESPN airways, uh, he said, whenever he pointed out things like this, he always says, "We don't." We don't do rumors, you do. All I'm doing is presenting you with the facts, and then you guys calling us with all these harebrained. We don't do conspiracy theories. You do. All I did is present facts that things that actually happened,
And you guys
and then you
connect the
guys can
dots.
come up with it because you guys can connect the dots. That's all I got.
That's good. I like that. So like, how do we unpack this? Like, so I guess let me ask you guys a broad question. Is VAR in England broken? Yes or no?
Yes.
No,
I think yes.
the refs are broken.
Okay.
I think VAR
Okay.
works.
Okay.
I think the technology and the idea of VAR is amazing and works great. I
I agree with you.
don't know if the refs in England are implementing it correctly.
Okay. So
What Will is commenting about, if you want in on that, we have the invite to the Discord, so you can get these pictures in real time and chat with us in real time. So after you sub and all that stuff, hop on the Discord with us.
yeah, it's in the link to the Discord's in the comments below. Or I guess in the description below. That's what the YouTubers say. The YouTubers say the description. I don't know what to say. But okay. So you believe that there's a bigger issue with the referees in England than
Yes.
But do you know?
You said this yourself, though. You said this yourself. If you are sent to the monitor, and in your mind, no, I made the right call, but you're sent to the monitor, it's normally overturned.
Yeah,
right? Like we have one instance that it's not. So like that's a problem with the refs. The refs are looking out for each other.
Yeah, and who runs VAR?
The refs.
The other refs. Right?
Well, I'm not saying VAR is broken, because does this happen in Germany? Does this happen in Italy? Does this happen in France? Does this happen in the US?
The theory of VAR, the idea of what VAR should be, is not broken in your mind. I don't think it's broken in my mind either. That's why I specifically said, is VAR in England broken? Is Premier League VAR broken? I think
Premier League
yes.
refs are broken.
Okay, so Brad's taking it to another level. I agree with you there as well, but
I've said it before, and clearly we're American, but the same thing happens in American baseball, where what I don't know is the longevity of or the job security of English refs. The job security of American baseball umpires
yeah.
is absolute. They cannot be fired once they join
Supreme Court justices.
There's no firing, there's no demoting, there's no anything. Once you make it to the MLB, you are a ref until you decide, or you're an umpire until you decide that I don't want to be an umpire anymore.
Thank you, Joe West.
That's the problem. Yes, but they do the same thing in baseball, where they go over to the monitor and you can clearly see as a fan this was the wrong call made on the field, and they'll be like, nope, it was the right one because my friend made it that also has a lifetime contract.
Well, the thing about the video review in baseball is that the umpires on the field, they don't actually look at it themselves. They have a headset and they're talking with New York, and New York is reviewing it, and New York is telling them what to call, right? So like the video review umpire is the one making the decision and relaying that to the field of umpires.
You know what would make that more transparent, and what should be done in England as well? Just broadcast that conversation.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So there's a
just broadcast it. What you're talking about, what you're looking at, broadcast it, make it transparent.
There's a super popular video that I've seen on YouTube of VAR taking place in an Australian league soccer match, a league match, where the ref is talking with the VAR, and you can hear that conversation. That would be super great. Like that should just be public. Just pipe that through.
It should pipe it through into the stadium, onto the broadcast. Absolutely.
I think that's the best option. I think the second best option, what would be more likely, is not just the match reports, but they should have a press con. Like the refs should have to speak to these calls.
Do you guys know why this
not get paid for it?
Do you guys know why this is never going to happen in England? Do you guys remember a couple years ago? I forget. I know Liverpool was playing because it took place at Anfield, but there was a famous situation where they broadcast the conversation between the ref, the head official, and a linesman, and they're talking about a potential foul that happens.
And he says, "I don't know. I didn't see it."
Yeah, he says, "I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm giving it." So he's giving it as a foul, and he didn't see it. And then I think that it was against Liverpool, and then the team playing against Liverpool proceeded to score on that next play. I'm pretty sure. So, and I don't, I can't. I can see the referee in my mind, but I can't remember his name. But it was like a prominent English referee. So like I think England is really leery about broadcasting, but it would weed out the bad referees, because could you imagine Anthony Taylor and Lee Mason having a conversation on that on something and being like, yeah, I didn't fucking see it. No, did you see it? No, I don't know. Well, go look at the monitor. And it's like I mean, I guess if the match official didn't see it, then that would be good reason to go to VAR.
It would be pandemonium, but it makes me think. See, what we haven't discussed yet is there was a call in, I believe it was it the Fulham game for Tottenham, or was it last weekend's game? Either way, what transpires is a ball off of Kane that appears to strike the arm, outstretched arm of the opposing.
Yeah. That was last week. Yeah.
Outstretched arm of an opposing player. Now, in the NFL, and I know this is different, there was surprisingly no angle that clearly saw the ball hit a face before the arm, which would have excused the handball. Mm-hmm. But you can clearly see that it hits the arm. You cannot see what happens between Kane touching it and it touching the arm. They assumed that it hit off of a face, and then originally it was called handball on the field. In the NFL, whatever call is originally made on the field, if you can't look at that replay and say, yes, I made an error, then basically how they present it to the stands is the call stands. They basically say it's not confirmed. It's just the call stands.
Yeah,
because I don't know.
You need
inconclusive evidence.
Yeah, inconclusive evidence that like so. Yeah.
To overturn something.
So that goes to whatever was called. Yes.
Tie goes to whatever was called. That's why I was a little annoyed at that, because I looked at all of those replays 3 or 4 different times. I have no idea if it hit his face. It could have.
They inferred something.
Yeah, it could have. I don't know. All I know is I clearly saw it hit his hand.
Yeah.
Or his arm, his forearm.
So
what do we do?
I don't know. I think a couple good fixes might be a time limit. So the match officials can only see the replays in full speed, not slowed down. I think that would help. And I think that there should be a time limit. If it takes longer than a minute to decide what your decision is, that's too long.
Because it goes back to whatever you call
on the field. I kind of like the idea of the carousel UEFA VAR, like centralized.
Yeah, we can. That'd be awesome. We fixed it a couple weeks ago.
Centralized VAR.
Well, and it shouldn't start on the freeze frame.
Oh yeah, it should never. Yeah.
Because like the Newcastle game. Right.
Yeah.
If I'm walking up to the monitor and I see
Willock just
Willock nailing the goal, like that's the picture that I see is him just destroying him without any context. All right, cool. My mind's made up. It's a foul.
Yeah, it influences you heavily. Yeah.
But you miss Mitchell's push.
Yeah.
Altogether because you see that one freeze frame. I get a freeze frame if there's like the Mendy incident. If you're freeze framing on the foot to see if there's contact, like on the ribs, because there is. I zoomed in for Will in the Discord. Don't worry.
I zoomed in.
I enhanced it. If you're doing that, then sure, right? To make sure that there's contact. But you shouldn't start with a freeze frame. It should be in real time. I agree.
Did you just crop the video? Crop the picture?
I zoomed in too. I zoomed in
But what I think Will is saying is that you cannot definitively say in that picture that that's contacting his body.
What's causing his foot to bend? The wind?
I don't understand the question. He tried to kick a ball. Anyway,
his foot's not bending.
He's not kicking a ball at that point, and his foot is bent like this.
He tried to.
Anyway, body here.
Anyway,
like this.
You obviously you've never seen an ankle before.
Ankle goes like this.
An athletic ankle. Ankles go like this, man. They do this. good ankles. I only have one good ankle. One of my
Just like a wrist.
yeah. They do the same things, but you know, I'm not gonna do that.
Don't do it. I know what you're gonna do. Don't do it. Here it goes. Still doesn't bend back. It still doesn't bend outside of the knee.
Anyway. I don't know how to fix VAR. Well, actually, I did just fix VAR. They should do that. Time limit, no slow mo, and centralized VAR. Let's talk about Europe. So
I don't want to talk about Europe.
Champions League, Europa League, Conference League.
I want to talk about this.
Champions!
Oh, we are getting copyright struck for that. Goodbye, this video.
That was less than 10. That was less than 10 seconds.
I think it was fair use as well. It was
He
illustrated.
just said champions, and
Also,
we can argue that.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, James. That I would sing so well that sounded so remarkably like the actual song that we are going to get copyright struck.
You know, it reminded me of a couple years ago in the Champions League final. The legend Andrea Bocelli sang the Champions League intro, and while you didn't sound anything like that, the fact that there was a man singing it made me think of that moment and how very different they were. The disparity is what made me think of that.
I just appreciate that, James. That was very complimentary of you.
Something like that. Okay, so the Champions League kicked off on Tuesday, September 6th. That was when the first.
Have we dove into UCL yet?
No,
I don't think we've really dove in. We haven't talked about the groups. We haven't really dove in, and I'm not excluding you. We haven't talked about Europa either. So we kind of do need to address it a little bit.
So do you want me to quickly? I can pull up these groups here, give you guys kind of a high level overview.
I don't think we need all the groups, right? Maybe just the
English groups and then the group of death. Okay, so Liverpool are in Group A with Ajax, Napoli, and Rangers. We go down.
Tough one. Even your easy games are not easy. That's Ajax and Rangers. I mean, those aren't easy.
Yeah, I remember I was talking with Tamzid about this. I was like, imagine having to rock up to the Ibrox, like to with James Milner in your midfield and like needing a result at Rangers and like James Milner in your midfield. It's just not a good look.
No.
So in Group D, we've got Tottenham. They also have Frankfurt, Sporting, and Marseille.
Like to be fully fair, even as a very biased fan, we got by far the easiest group. But do you guys remember what my response is?
We'll see in the Europa League.
Yeah, my response was we got by far the easiest group. James, I'll see you in January when we get demoted to the Europa because we're finishing third.
So we'll move on to Group E. Now, Group E is one of the groups that has had matches played so far. So that also that's the Chelsea group. Chelsea's in Group E. So if we look at that, so Dynamo Zagreb, they're in first position on 3 points. AC Milan and Salzburg played to a 1-1 draw today, and that leaves Chelsea languishing in fourth position. If those positions hold, Chelsea would be out of European competition this year, but clearly they won't hold that way.
It's a tough one too, honestly. Like
it is a tough group, but we should win it.
That you should win that, but that is a tough group. Zagreb's a good team. But they do pretty well.
But Chelsea benefited from the fact that they played in Croatia on September 6th instead of November 5th or something like that.
Yeah,
true.
So they lucked out there. Insofar as one could luck out. Group G, that's where Manchester City live. They've got Dortmund, Copenhagen, and Sevilla in with them. Group of death is obviously Group C. You guys agree? Group C is Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and what is that?
Victoria
Pilsen, yeah.
Poor Pilsen.
Yeah, they're from the Czech Republic.
The peasants.
Yeah, that is not ideal for them.
Yeah, it's not ideal. They are 100% finishing fourth with no points.
And no goals. I don't think they get a goal.
We could have a sheriff situation.
There's
all right, guys.
Zero chance. Hey, all right, Sean, do you have the sheets of integrity handy?
Do you have the sheets?
Sheets?
Sheets. We need sheets.
Yeah, there are note cards of integrity this year. That's right. Yes, I have them.
We're doing this cold. No warm up.
Oh, Okay.
You know, it's
all right.
cold. I'm
All
doing.
right.
I'm
All right.
throwing
All
them out
right.
there.
All right, so we're
What I
doing.
don't
Oh,
have is a
there.
pin.
Are we doing winner and golden boot?
And MVP.
Is there an MVP of the Champions League?
No, but we're gonna make one. This is America.
No, we're not. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, Brad.
Why not? What do you mean?
Because
What
how
the fuck did I just hear? Just tell me who's winning the thing.
All
winner,
right, champs and top goal scorer. Fine. We don't have to say MVP.
winner and top goal scorer. All right, Brad.
It's like,
Since you want to do this off the rip, you get to go first.
I mean, am I doing this for real? Am I doing this? Am I doing this homer size? Or is this for real?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
for
this
real.
is for real.
Pick Chelsea.
All right, Chelsea's
please.
winning it.
Here.
Chelsea's winning it.
Okay. And is Aubameyang the top goal scorer or Sterling?
Holland.
Okay, he's picking Holland.
I'm going. I want one of these as a dub, and it's not going to be Holland.
What? I don't.
All right.
I don't understand. Oh,
I said
So
I
he's
wanted
saying,
us to
he's
win.
saying that it's correct. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
correct.
All right, James.
assumption.
James, what you got?
who do I have?
City pulling it out. PSG finally breaking through. It's not gonna be Barcelona.
Real.
Madrid again with the repeat. Bayern Munich. What do we got? What do we got?
Liverpool.
All right. I'm sorry, Will. AC Milan.
Ooh.
And Olivier Giroud, top goal
Ooh.
scorer.
He does not care.
This is
He
a
wants to know
bullshit
about
pick.
Thursday night football.
Yeah.
Hold on, since we got the time,
Sean?
we got a little bit of time.
Well,
We
Sean
can-
Sean gets to pick now.
I know, Sean. Go ahead. What do you got? Who's your champ?
Well, hold on.
Zach.
I have to ask you this question. Did you watch the Paramount broadcast today? Because your boy Clint Dempsey was on there. Did you see this?
I did see what he said.
Okay.
I did not watch the broadcast. He has proclaimed that his former club is the number one dark horse to look at, simply based on Conte's winning pedigree. He also, in that quote, admitted Conte hasn't had the best of results in the Champions League, but he feels like this might be the year if you're going to pick a dark horse. I am also going to pick Bayern Munich.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I think that's a safe pick. I think AC Milan was 100% a throwaway pick, but I didn't really feel like picking Real Madrid or Man City.
And Golden Boot will be Benzema.
That's fair.
Because I would imagine that they probably go pretty far. Because they just...
Hey, Sean.
That's-
Before you write
that's
it, Sean. Before you write
What?
it, Benzema's hurt.
He already
He
Oh.
went out in the 30th minute today.
He said it. The
Like
words-
hurt bad?
I don't know.
I didn't
I
know
know-
that. So
I know he
that-
came out in the 30th minute because Eden Hazard came on to get a hockey assist, an assist, and a goal today.
a hockey assist. Get out of- Only Chelsea fans care this much about Eden Hazard that they're talking about a hockey assist.
Yes. I love Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard is my favorite player.
Ridiculous.
I think
We're-
I haven't said that before. Yes, I'm going to talk about his hockey assists.
What, is Roma in the Champions League?
no.
No, Roma's in the Europa League. We'll get to that though. We can do.
We're going Belovic then.
Vlahovic.
Ooh.
Interesting at
Wow.
Juventus.
All right, James. We'll let you homer this.
So okay.
What about Europa League winners?
League. Well, hold on. Quick on the groups. So Arsenal are in Group A in the Europa League with PSV Eindhoven, Bodo Glimt, and Zurich, and then Manchester United are in Group E with Real Sociedad, the Sheriff, and Omonia. I don't have any idea who that is. They look maybe Irish, perhaps, just based on their crest. I'm quickly checking. No, that's Cyprus, apparently. CYP? CYP is Cyprus, I'm guessing.
Yes, they are Cyprian.
Other standout teams that we care about. We've got Roma, and everyone's boy Jose Mourinho is in Group C. All right, so you want me to pick the winner of the Europa League? The problem,
Yes, sir.
Hold on. The problem with the Europa League is that you have to also take into account that Champions League teams will fall.
The third.
Okay, no. Right, we're doing it as if that's not happening. And if
No,
we need to
that's
make an
No,
adjustment,
that's not fair. Well, all right. How
'cause you can't pick Tottenham
many-
to win the Europa League, John.
we might need it. We might need to. We might. I might. Uh, we might. He might. He's not winning the Champions League, but he might win Europa though. Uh, we probably need to do a little research and maybe talk about this next week because I need to know before I make this decision how many times recently have the Europa winners been from the Champions League originally at the start of the season?
Most times. But look, this is
Because
sheets of integrity.
it's
Listen,
mostly Villarreal, right?
this is
Or is it Sevilla?
sheets wherever good evening is.
Well, I'm big in Tottenham, so
I say everything with regardless of who comes down from the Champions League. Arsenal are winning the Europa League.
okay.
I mean, Chelsea's not there to block you guys yet.
It might be.
It might be.
We'll beat you.
Do we want to venture our wandering minds on golden boot from Europa?
I got it, but I didn't pick my person because I'm not picking Chelsea
Yeah,
in the Europa League. That's wrong.
Go ahead.
Roma is winning the Europa League.
That's who I was gonna pick, honestly. But
And,
I thought you were gonna go there, so I picked the funny one.
Hold on, you know who he's gonna pick to win the Golden Boot?
Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm taking the superior English center forward Eddie Nketiah.
Right.
That wasn't as funny as my joke about Tottenham winning Europa League.
It wasn't a joke. It was a statement of fact. It was observable truth.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
The Golden Boot winner in Europa will obviously and clearly be Paulo Dybala.
Oh, at Roma. Okay, fair enough. All right. That's fair. We are not even.
Did you see? But by the way, before we move on, did you guys see his first goal in a Roma kit?
I didn't see
No.
it. Was it insane?
It wasn't insane, but it was like one of those goals where you're like, "Oh, Dybala's still got it" when he's allowed to be. Like, it was one of those goals where you're like, "Oh, he's still good."
When he's not suffocating under Max Allegri.
Yes. It was like a over the top through ball, and he just has a first touch that's just sublime, and then just buries it. And you're like, oh yeah, he used to be good at one point.
That's all we got. Hit us up in the comments with your predictions in the Champions League or the Europa League, whatever. What's up, Brad?
And I got one more comment because I don't know if we did this. But I want to see comments on what you think your team's transfer window was like. I want to rate it out of 10.
That's good. Yeah, we did ask that in Discord, but put it in YouTube comments or hit us up in Discord.
Put it in the comments.
Or join us on our Discord and let us know. All that's in the description below. But as always, if you're new here, still listening, we'd hit that sub, share it with a friend, 5-star on Apple, leave us a comment, all that stuff. We'd love to hear from you. That's at KSBradG, at Whiteheart_Sean. I'm at James Tiffany. We collectively are at Red Card Radio. And make sure you check back in tomorrow because we've got the Match Week 7 preview coming at you. Should be a good one. Until then, have a good one. We will see y'all next time.